Good morning, everyone. Today is the 21st of December, 2023, and I wanted to make a quick little video to say hey. I actually wanted to make a video to talk about just a couple of things about this year and about everything that I have and ideas I have for next year, and just kind of a wrap-up video for my YouTube. I know these past few months I've been a bit inactive on YouTube. I've been posting a lot of shorts, which are just like reposts from my TikTok or my Instagram, but I wanted to make YouTube a really big priority for next year. My camera is about to die, so I want to make this really quick, and this will motivate me to really condense everything that I want to say. It's currently 8:30, I'm meant to be starting work now. So for those who don't know, I work full-time as a social media coordinator for a bunch of different brands and businesses who reach out to the company that I work for. It's a small business, actually. We've got a really small, close-knit team, and I'm the social media coordinator for all of those brands that we work with. I love my job. It's fully remote, full-time work. So I work from home, I work when I go on holidays, I work out while I'm away, and I love the flexibility of my job. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I can't continue my job next year, and I finish at the end of this year. It was a bit short notice. I found out before my big holiday that I went on last week, so I found out just over a week ago, and I've been crazy looking for jobs, and it's been really stressful because I did not think I'd be in this position at the end of this year. I've had this job now for about 7 months, and I was really hoping it would be some sort of like long-term job for me. It's been amazing, and I love the work that I do. It's very flexible. I love the people I work with, and it's what I want to do for now in my life. It's something that I'm really passionate about, creating content for brands, for anyone, for myself. So I thought it was very fitting to take this job. As I said, I won't be working this job next year, basically the 1st onwards. Only just like here and there work, but nothing full-time or anything stable like that. And I thought I would take this time to venture and do something crazy for myself that I never thought I'd be doing. I think I'm in the perfect situation to be able to make mistakes and take risks. I'm 20, I still live at home with my family. I'm planning to move out. Well, I was early next year, but I don't know if that'll be happening now without a stable income at the moment. Thought that, yeah, why not? It's the perfect time to do something like this, take risks, and if it doesn't work out, I have people to fall back on. I have my family, I have my partner, I have so much around me that money wouldn't really be an issue at the moment. I'm still getting paid for the next month or two with like back payments and things like that, so it's not the end of the world in short term. But if you didn't know, I had a clothing brand in 2018, 2019. I officially launched it in my last year of school, so in 2020, but I'd worked on it for like a year or two prior, and I launched shirts, like t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, tote bags, and then just did my silly little drawings on them, and gained a following, and you know, it was lots of fun. I spent my whole last year of school working on my brand rather than studying, and I managed to still graduate, which is insane to me. I planned a second drop, I did my second drop, it was amazing, but after that I just kind of fell out of love with what I was doing. It was streetwear, and I was a big streetwear girl. I still am. And I was hoping to venture off into creating my own pieces rather than just printing on ASOS shirts or whatever it is. And it's just a lot of money. I knew it would be a big upfront cost as well as big costs later on to manufacture and produce and bulk and everything like that, but I didn't really realize and did not have the money for it then. I was still in school, and just nothing really worked out, so I stopped for a while. I picked it up, and then I stopped, and picked it up, and I stopped for the past few years until I was like, okay girl, like I have like the best foundation for a brand. I've got like, it sounds silly, but the name, the branding, the everything, like it's all there. If I had something to release, like it's very eye-catching. You know, the story behind everything and the brand that I've built is great. And I think it could definitely be something at some stage. So I decided to just stop. I'm going to release swimwear. I've been a swimming gal, I've been a beach girl, I've always loved the water since I was born. And I just knew if streetwear isn't the thing I'm into, maybe I just need to switch up what I'm making. So I decided to do swimwear. It's a lot cheaper, it's something different I've never ventured into before. And I thought, why not? Went into swimwear, and I did some manufacturing, spoke to heaps of manufacturers, and got a bunch of samples and did all that, and the process was going really good until the things I'm getting back and the time difference between receiving things and talking and everything was just a lot for me. And I'm not saying I'm an impatient person, but I think I lack full control of things, especially if it's my brand and something that's very me. I want full control of what I'm doing, how it's being done. If I want this to be done, I don't want a sample to come back and it still not be quite right. I don't know, just a lot of things just made me realize, whoa, maybe I shouldn't be manufacturing and maybe this is something I can do by myself. Long shot, I've been sewing since I was young, but I had never thought I could sew swimwear. It never even came into my brain. I've sewn shirts and dresses and things like that for assignments and for my own time. I've sewn like clothes and shirts to myself that I wear, but I never thought that I could have my own business being a handmade business. So I thought, literally a week ago, I went and bought swimwear fabric, watched a 10-minute bikini top and bottom tutorial on YouTube, bought fabric and elastic. I have the machines, the overlocker and everything else in between, and I made a bikini top. And surprise, it actually turned out really good. For my first time, I was not expecting it whatsoever. I really wasn't. I also haven't sewn in like over a year since I did uni sewing. So it had been a long time since I'd picked up a sewing machine, and it ended up looking really, really good. I really loved it and I had so much fun making it. It didn't take me too long. It took me a few hours, but I was watching the video, learning little things along the way. It wasn't straight 4 hours of sewing. I learned a lot and I was like, maybe I could do this for my job. So my first idea was, why don't I sew and manufacture like the exact swimwear top and bottom that I want to create and manufacture, make a tech pack for it, get all the CADs and drawings and everything up and send them to a manufacturer with the physical swimwear that I made and go, this is exactly what I want you to make. Like, I don't need samples, I don't need anything, just make this. I could have saved so much money on samples that I had bought just for shipping alone across the other side of the world, as well as the fabrics I was using, the most expensive fabric you could be using for swimwear, which I knew, but I wanted to do something crazy. So no, that was my idea. I make exactly what I want and send it to him, goes, these are the measurements, this is a physical piece of clothing that I want you to make, this is what it looks like, just make this. That was my idea and I thought it was great. You know, I wasn't going to be able to manufacture heaps of swimwear on my own. Since switching up my brand from streetwear to swimwear, I've lost a lot of followers. Understandable, okay, a lot of the guy followers out there are not going to be wanting bikini tops and bottoms. I totally get it. That was my original plan until I started making like 3 or 4 of them in the next like 2 days. I started like pumping them out and realizing, like, trying different sizing and designs and buying different fabrics and like experimenting crazy with all the patterns that I had, taking centimeters off this, adding this width, whatever, until I found the exact pattern that fit my body and what seemed to fit a lot of other people's. Then it came to me that, why don't I just make the swimwear by myself? I never thought that my business would turn into a handmade business. I had been thinking about manufacturers and dreaming about bulk orders my whole life when it came to my own brand. Never did I think I'd be making it myself. However, I think handmade stuff is so much more sentimental and personal as well. You might be paying a little bit extra money for it, but you know it's going to last. It's made by someone. You know, if anything happens, you can go directly to that person who made it. It's really good for customer feedback. It's good just to like build a really foundational good skill. Sewing's such a good skill. Being able to sew, being able to hem clothes when they're too long or too short, whatever it is, I think it's a really good skill. And you know, if I know how to use a sewing machine, why not? That's my idea and that's where we're at. 2024, I hope that my brand can turn to something crazy. I'm about to do a couple hours of sewing now after I do some work, and who knows where the brand's at. So that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, it's December 21st. A few more days till Christmas. I'm so excited. And maybe my brand will be the next big thing next year. I have lots of ideas in the works. I'm slowly getting things organized and putting them in place. But for now, all I can say is follow Hey Mayura on Instagram and stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching. And maybe I'll look back on this video in a year, 2 years and be like, wow, she made it. You never know. Bye.